Welcome back to Beyond Ball. It's your host, Jacob Mathern, and your co-host, Gabe Caraway. We broke out like the absolute pools of the century when it comes to jerseys. Gabe with the New Orleans Voodoo jersey.
Not even a team anymore.
That was a crazy find. My old football coach actually used to play for them. And then I have a David West All-Star jersey. It was the Charlotte Hornets. Absolute find of the century. We decided to pull out, let's just do the good jerseys today. Yeah. But speaking of NBA, obviously, we're going to go straight into all this stuff. Probably a shorter episode. I know I said that in the past, and it was a almost 3-hour episode. But today's going to be a shorter one. As we're going to start with NBA with hate hoops. Gabe, do you want to start off with some hate hoops? Because I hate some people.
I do. I'm wondering if this guy's on your list. It's kind of popular in NBA Twitter for sure right now. Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, I hate that guy.
We kind of
hate him.
He's bad. He had a good 2-month stretch about a year ago. Some nasty conversations were being had. I don't know if you can remember a year ago, but there was top 5 point guard talks.
Mm-hmm.
That was nasty. It was ugly. To like his game this year, for the most part, has been, save for a few, good performances. 17, 3, and 8 this year. I don't have his averages from last year, but that's down. And this is supposed to be, they have Siakam, but this is supposed to be his team. It doesn't look like it's his team. I always thought Siakam was a better player since he got traded there. Tyrese didn't do anything in the playoffs for them. It was kind of Siakam and their 8 no-name guards that they have. 33% from 3 this year. That's never really been his thing, but he's also putting up 9 attempts or almost 9 attempts a game. You need to go ahead and stop that. You're not good anymore at shooting. He was only really good at shooting in that 2-month stretch. 42% from the field. Ugh. True shooting is at 55, which is 231st. Now, factor in the 230 above him. You have like G League guys who came up and shot 1 shot, probably. But his plus minus is negative 2.5. Anytime you're in the negative, not a good thing most of the time. So, yeah, just hearing the nasty conversations last year, and then they come out this year. Everyone knows in away games, it was a meme for a couple weeks. In away games, he's really bad. His last 10 away games, he's shooting 39% and 29% from 3. We'll go ahead and give him 30% there. It's 29.5. Congrats. I don't know. It's just rounding up 0.5. It's not a big deal. But at home, shooting 48% from the field and 40% from 3. So I don't know what that's about. I wouldn't rely on this guy as my number 1 option come playoff time because guess what? You're going to have to play some away games. And you're not going to really win a series shooting like that as the main focal point of the offense. Still a good passer, but you got to be able to score better than this. I don't expect him to go back to how he was playing a year ago, but because really, maybe that was just for the in-season tournament. We don't know. They dealt with injuries. Some people are making excuses saying he's still injured behind the scenes. That's cap. I don't believe that at all. But yeah, Tyrese All-Star Halliburton really not been great this year. Very disappointing.
Yeah. Well, Gabe, you know who I hate? Dude, I hate the New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah. I'll go ahead and say it. I hate them right now. So I went to the Thunder game when they played the Pelicans. And I remember specifically looking at halftime. I remember texting Gabe to say, Gabe, do not look at the Pelican score. Let's just say they had 77 at halftime. We did not have 77. We had 51. It was 77-51.
They came back at the end, though, right?
They did. Well, I want to share a little story about while I was in the game. I think this made me hate the Pelicans more. I was sitting there. I'm going to get some churros, right? Like, dog, I am hungry. I had foot-long hot dog. I had, 4 glizzies. It's like small glizzies. I spent at least $45 here before this churro purchase. It was a bad day. It was a bad day to be in my bank account. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get some churros. Gonna make my life a little better. I go down to the little sweet spot place, best place in all of the Smoothie King Center by far. And I'm like, I'll get a line for churros, and I got a line for churros. And there was one batch left. I've waited about 5 minutes for this one batch, and there's like 3 of them left. That's just enough for one order. And I'm like, word. Hey, there's churros. And the worker's like, hey, I have one order left. Hey, who wants it? This 400-pound chick was like, hey, I want it. I'm like, dog, she just got there. She just said, oh, I want churros. Like, just got there. I looked at her. I looked at there's like older dudes next to me, like fathers. That one of them said, man, she probably bought like 2 seats just so she can sit at the stadium. One said, I wonder how she gets around. Probably a wheelchair. I wonder how much thing that can hold. I was dying laughing for a solid 10 minutes.
She couldn't sit in the Superdome seats, that's for sure.
Dude, it was bad.
Up top, those are really bad. The Smoothie King Center. I don't remember the Smoothie King. I thought they were pretty okay.
I think they're pretty good. But like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I was a whole entire third quarter. I was sitting at that churro stand waiting for my darn churros. And when enough, I got it. And we almost came back and won. But ultimately, I hit the Pelicans right now. Not just because of that. That's just a little experience, I feel like saying.
Glizzy count? Hold on. Glizzy count?
Dude, I had foot-long hot dogs. So that counts as 3 glizzies. And I count the other 4 I had, so that's 7. I had over under 5.5. I was quite proud of myself.
I would have bet that too.
Dude, it's a great line. Amazing line. My dad yelled at me for my bank account. I mean, I deserved it. I can't really say anything. But Pelicans. 5-20. We just have to losing streak against the Suns with Brandon Ingram came back, Johnson Murray came back, Herb Jones came back. But I don't think I got a chance to say it. At one point in time during our 14-game losing streak, 12-game losing streak, I don't know what it was. We had 90% of our salary out for like 2 games. At one point in time, Elfrid Payton was starting on our team.
You released him. Why'd you do that?
We released him because I'm not gonna lie, he was no good. But also, to be fair, we don't have a point guard besides Jonathan Murray. Brandon Boston, ever since that one explosion of a game that I don't even know what got into him. Dude is a Walmart version of Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's actually 12 points per game, which, hey, I'm okay with. But on 44% shooting and 32% from 3, he's a Walmart Brandon Ingram, and I saw that firsthand the other day. Trey Murphy, low-key, had been kind of mid. I'm not going to lie. 18 points, I'll give him that. But 42% shooting, and the great thing you're best at, 3-point shooting, 34%. Oh,
should have Najee Marshall.
Yeah, well, we couldn't afford him. We could not afford him. Minus 9.4 plus minus. Yeah, that's bad. That's terrible. DeJounte Murray, hold up. When Brandon Ingram's on the floor, DeJounte Murray is amazing. When Brandon Ingram's not on the floor, I think I can shoot better than this man. 16 points. I'll give him that. 6 rebounds, 6 assists. That's good. I'll take that. 2.3 steals, second in the league. Word. 33% from the field. 34. I'll round up. I'll round up. Be nice. 26% from 3.
Ooh.
A plus minus of negative 11.6. All right, now let's get the big thing out of the way. Let's get the big elephant out the way. Zion.
Deadline
might. I don't know. I don't want to trade him. I really don't. But the draft capital we could get back from him would go stupid right now, and we'll kind of need it. To be honest with you.
But I think his value is only going to get lower.
I agree.
If you wait.
So yeah, that is my hoop. I hate the New York Pelicans right now, but I do love some Nikola Jokic. Um, Nikola Jokic supporting cast is bad. I hate their supporting cast, but as a hoop credit man, I love me some Nikola Jokic. These past two games against the Hawks and the Wizards, he had a combined points of 102, 30 rebounds, and 16 assists. It looks like prime James Blackman numbers. Gabe, real ones know. But for the year, he is averaging 32.3 points, which is second in the league behind Giannis. 13.6 rebounds, which is first, and 10.2 assists, which is second in the league behind Trae Young, who's averaging 12 assists. Diabolical. He's playing the second most minutes in the league. Mikal Bridges is playing the most. Okay. And just for the fun of it, dude's shooting 50% from three. Okay. Whatever. And on top of all, he is also 12th in steals with 1.8 and has the 8th best plus minus with 9.1, only behind Shea, Jason Tatum, Karis LeVert, and Jokic. What a pull on that one. But real up says also Mac McClung, Trenton Flowers, Hartenstein, Chris Middleton. Yeah, nah, I'm not counting those. But yeah, I love watching Nikola Jokic this season. If his supporting cast was better, there probably would be a minimum of what are they at right now? They are 12-10. I would give them at least 18 wins if their supporting cast was a little better.
I'll also go into the West. We're looking at a team, the Grizzlies. A lot of people had them pretty low. Yeah, but
They deserve it. I don't care.
Yeah, you had the Pelicans above them, didn't you?
Yeah, I hate the Grizzlies. Ugh. Hey, I mean, I can't expect injury.
Well, with Zion, you can. I agree.
Fair.
Brandon Ingram in a way, too. You're kind of like us. We just get injured a lot.
That's fair.
It's okay. So yes, the Grizzlies, second in the West right now. Ja and Jaren are both playing pretty well. I think Ja's dealing with an injury right now, but it has a couple throughout this season so far too. But he is averaging 21, 4, and 8. Not used to. I'm more used to him averaging in the high 20s. But the team around him is playing much better this year. Jaren Jackson's up to 22. I don't know if that's a career high for him. He's also averaging 6 rebounds. That's not really his thing. Especially, I believe he's playing more 4 this year because I want to say Edey has been playing a lot of center for them. And Jaren's better at power forward. And also, Jaren's going to get his 2 blocks a game. So both of them are really leading them right now. They're first in points per game. They're 4th in team field goal percentage. They're also second in assists. But it's more than just really the offense, it's their defense too, which over the past few years they've been very good at. They're 3rd in opponent field goal percentage, 1st in opponent 3-point percentage, 1st in blocks. They're getting steals as well. They're rebounding well. Even if Jaren isn't averaging, ideally Jaren can be a 20 and 10 guy, but when the team's rebounding so well, I mean, you're already 3rd, and you're playing this well. You're 2nd in the West. I don't know. Their ceiling, I think, is pretty high. I definitely think WCF is possible. Teams like the Nuggets don't look great right now. We expect them to get better. But I would probably take the Grizzlies to make the Western Conference Finals at this point, just the way they're playing right now.
Yep, that's fair. I still hate them. I don't care. I will die on my hill with hating them. It's like Ole Miss. I'll always hate Ole Miss. I'll always hate the Grizzlies. But we're gonna move on here to this in-season tournament bracket. As you know, each year the NBA is starting to do an in-season tournament. So shout out that, and it's been a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to just keep on doing. But right now, there is a game going on between the Bucks and the Magic. Magic is winning 28-23, but we're not really talking much about that. And the game, and then game later is going to be the Thunder versus the Mavs. And then tomorrow, question mark, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah, Knicks Hawks is tomorrow.
Sure. Knicks Hawks tomorrow, and then Rockets Warriors after. I really do enjoy this. I remember the Pelicans being in the tournament last year, and then we go play the Lakers and get whooped. It was bad. Yeah, we got dog walked that game. I remember just sitting there.
I think it is exciting.
I agree. I think it just adds an extra thing to the whole just regular season, which is just not a lot of people watch NBA regular season compared to NFL regular season because it's each and every day.
Especially this. Well, I guess we are a couple of months into the season, but still, viewership is not. There's not a whole lot on the line yet. You got teams that are kind of middling. There's a lot of teams around 500, especially in the East. So it's just there's not a whole lot to do. This just kind of adds something.
Yeah.
A lot of these games, I think I would probably take. I'd probably take the Thunder to win it all. A sneaky pick could be the Magic, but both of their top two guys are out. So, although I do think they'll beat us tonight. I actually do think that. But I'd probably take the Thunder to win this thing. I don't know. But then you had the Pacers win last year. So
I like the Thunder. I also like the Knicks a lot this year. I think the Knicks match up really well against the Thunder. They're really both defensive-minded with a really good offensive-minded point guard. The thing that really big separates the Thunder and the Knicks is, of course, Cat at center, whereas Isaiah Hartenstein at center for the Thunder. But it's all just depends how they play. And in general, as we get some screaming going in the frat house today. All right. But nice. I think all in all, I can see the Knicks taking out the Thunder, but I really think the Thunder is going to win. Going to win ultimately. But yeah. And that's pretty much it for NBA. You have anything else you want to add on it?
No, I had to be really precise with my notes. Tried not to have too much. Got behind. I was finishing up an assignment earlier, but
yeah, forgive us. We are a little underprepared for this. We've been dealing with finals. All I know, it's a great week to be a sports comm major. I got digged down in Dallas by some papers, but that's really about it. It's bad.
I did get cooked. Yeah.
I had to write 5 poems today for my final. I'm like, I do not want to do that. I have 5 pages long. I'm like, this is so stupid. But yeah, we're going to move on here to some college football. We're going to go straight to our Beyond Ball Player of the Week, which is Trey Stewart versus Western Kentucky. He barely beat out Cam Scadaboo, sorry. And Trey Stewart had 27 carries for 201 yards, 3 touchdowns, with 3 receptions and 54 yards. And I'll let Gabe do his Player of the Week while I try to get everything
together. We only did 3 this week for Player of the Week. Reduced number of games, all that stuff. But we tried to. Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say I had a good variety, but I have 2 quarterbacks. So the first one will be also from Jacksonville State Gamecocks, and that would be Tyler Huff, their quarterback, who I gotta be honest, I didn't know about this guy at all. When I check Jacksonville State box scores, it's to pluck Trey Stewart stat lines to put on Player of the Week normally. I believe he made 3 straight Player of the Weeks or something like that. 4 maybe.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
I did not know their QB. Apparently, he had 23 carries for 167 yards and a touchdown. Didn't know he was like that. I think he's a white guy. He's 11 for 15, 176 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. But, really, we'll talk about it very minimally after this. Western Kentucky really couldn't stop Trey Stewart or him on the ground in this game. And my next guy similarly, another mobile guy. Parker Navarro of Ohio put the beat down on Miami of Ohio. That was
Yeah.
rough.
Hey,
That was,
shout out Timothy Cabrit, that whatever actor dude that was on college football game day. That dude had me going.
oh, Timothy Chalamet, yeah.
Yeah, that dude had me run through a wall.
Yeah. Did I sit? No, I don't. Parker Navarro had 20 of 27 in this game, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. And also had 13 carries for 67 yards and another 2 touchdowns. So 4 total for him, and once again a beat down of Miami of Ohio. Not even close. Probably the biggest blowout, I believe, in any of these conference championship games. And then the last guy is going to be from the SEC championship, Georgia's cornerback Dalen Everett, who had 2 interceptions in that game. Also had a solo tackle and a pass deflection, but the 2 interceptions are what we're looking at. Quinn Ewers is not good. I think we all kind of knew that at this point in the season. But yeah, those are my 3.
Yeah. I'm going to go Taylor off you. I'm going to Cam Scatterbo as my first player. I mean, this dude was unreal. Hit the Heisman after scoring a touchdown, which is totally insane. Don't think he should have done it, but it is what it is.
Second
he had
best running
16.
back.
Yeah,
Second
I completely. I don't know. Caleb Johnson kind of
It's
nice
close.
with it. Caleb Johnson kind of nice.
Trey Stewart's up there too.
Trey Stewart's up there. But yeah, Kansas City had 16 carries for 170 yards, 3 touchdowns. Oh, sorry, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 2 receptions, 38 yards, and 1 touchdown for overall 208 total yards. Oh my dude ran all over Iowa State, and Iowa has a pretty good run defense. So shout out them. Next year I have Tej Johnson. Poor Penn State. That's all I have to say. Tej Johnson had 11 receptions, 181 yards, and 1 touchdown in general. This including a 48-yard dot by our next player here, and my only quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, went 22 for 32, 238 yards, and 4 touchdowns, which even had 6 carries, 17 yards, which he's not the one to run the ball, but hey, I'm all for it. Hold
on. Oh, what's his draft stock, do you think, at this point?
So what I'm looking at when I did my draft evaluation, yeah, he's old. He would be the I think the second or third oldest guy to ever be drafted. I see him being late second, early third. I think his skills is so unmatched. It's just the only problem is you have to get him in the right place at the right time because he is old. He reminds me a lot of Michael Penix. You cannot sit him behind a year. And if you think there's a lot of flaws within his game, then that's it. Then you can't develop that much. Same with Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is pretty much almost at his ceiling. Michael Penix, he has some room to grow. He's a little younger, but ultimately, however he plays is going to probably be at his ceiling, which sucks. But I love Michael Penix.
We need to do draft rankings actually after the college football season's over. Yeah, it'd actually be interesting to do positional lists.
Oh gosh! Oh, do not get me started. But yeah, so that's the player of the weeks of each game. Now the trash, smelly, no good, you suck. College football player of the week, sponsored by LinkedIn, of course. I'll let Gabe start with his. I think we have the same one, so I probably have to bounce back off of him.
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not sure if you found this guy from ULL.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Go ahead and say it, bro. This is awful.
Okay, well, this is going to be Beyond Ball Trash Player of the Week.
Gosh,
Daniel Beal, quarterback for ULL Raging Cajuns.
Awful. Oh my god,
9 of 24, 95 yards, an interception, and then you gave you 7 carries for 1 yard. I don't even know how you managed to do that, but
dude. Okay, so when I did the picks for last week, I did not expect ULL to rock with our third string quarterback fully ready to go. Oh my dude, I sat there watching this game thinking I kind of just want to shoot myself because how bad this quarterback is.
Yeah. No, yeah. They never had a
I,
chance.
I,
Their defense sucked.
Marshall's a great team, but I
Yeah.
thought ULL was going to kind of dominate that game. I'm not going to lie.
Southern Miss took their coach. We're up.
Dang.
We're up.
Southeastern's running back, like the best running back we've had in program history, just transferred. So
Pain.
it's a sad day to be a Southeastern fan. But yeah, mine was the same one. But that's gonna be our overall player of the week. Trash no smelling good player of the week. But I did have a pivot just in case. Dude, I hate this. I hate watching this one dude. If this man could catch a ball, I think life would be perfect. And it's a meme every single week. It's Aaron Smith. Dude, if this guy could just catch a ball, he may be the best wide receiver in the country. Without doubt in my mind. He's up there. His skill set is unmatched. But this game had 541, 5 receptions for 41 yards. That's it. I wish I had the drop ball. How many drop balls he had because it was bad.
It was at least 2 or 3, at least.
Dude, I was watching the game at the Pelican Stadium. I'm like, dude, this guy freaking sucks. I don't know. That's Isaiah Bond's also up there. Only 1 reception for 22 yards. Those people suck. They go learn LinkedIn, especially Isaiah Bond. You go learn LinkedIn. That's what I have.
He's better than Aaron Smith, though.
True.
For this season.
But yeah. So
we could kind of breeze through this first game, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
So
here we got the conference championship. Oh gosh, dude, these games were
not a whole lot to talk about.
This first game is, of course, the CUSA championship. Western Kentucky versus Jacksonville State. Western Kentucky pretty much got their ass handed to them, and they liked it. Yeah. I mean,
they asked for more.
Dude, they were begging for more at this point. The final score 52-12.
The total yards was worse.
Dude, this gives me a good chance to say this. Caden Velkamp, learn LinkedIn, buddy. Who else?
They just beat him 2 weeks ago. That was the funny thing. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a close game.
Dude, that was awful. That was bad. I don't know what to say about that. Trey Stewart's him. That's all I want to say about him. Next here, again, is a very quick one. The Mountain West, as you know, that's not a very quick one. Mountain West Championship, UNLV versus Boise. I mean, when you're playing Ashton Jeanty, they're going to control the game. And UNLV got bitched, pretty much, which has happened. They got forced to play. They got forced to play Boise State game, and you can't really do much about that. Honestly, this was a runner-up for me, as my backup was Hodge Malik Williams. He's not much of a passer. He isn't. But he is a runner. But not this game. 21 carries for 56 yards is awful. You're a freshman. Go ready to eventually learn LinkedIn, buddy.
Boise State's front's pretty good, though. I don't know. They had 6 sacks.
I agree. But SGT, I don't know if we're going to go over. We might go over Heisman after all this, just to say something about it. But I mean,
the finalists got released.
It did. Yeah, it did. We'll go over after all this. But do you have anything else you want to say about this game?
I did throw out the 6 sacks in this game, and then also they had 11 tackles for loss. I'm not sure. They were number 1 in sacks in the country for a while. I don't know where they're at now. They're probably still up there. The game was mostly close. It was close, but so far away at the same time because you never felt like they were actually going to win it. The last game they played in Las Vegas, that was actually a very good matchup. That was a late night Friday night game. I stayed up for that whole thing past midnight. It was so worth it. Really, the big story of that game I remember was them stopping quotes Ashton Jeanty. His averages weren't what he normally had in that game, but this game, I mean, almost 7 a carry in this game. They didn't give up any big runs to Ashton Denty, which that's what you want to do in the last time. This game, nope. Gave up, I don't remember how long that run was that he had, the touchdown run. But there were big plays pretty much everywhere. Interestingly, UNLV did outrush Boise State as a team, but obviously no one's celebrating somewhere because of that, because you lost the game 21-7. Yeah, Haj Malik was not very good in this game. Yeah. Still young, still young. I believe in him. I believe in him. Might need the transfer. I don't know. Michael Madsen was pretty good. Or Maddox Madsen was pretty good. Yeah, he was pretty good. He was fine. This was a good game manager game for him, which is kind of what he is when you have that running back with you. He did have a nice touchdown run, so shout out him for that.
Yeah, I agree. And then, of course, our next game, this also wasn't even close. I'm going to keep it a buck. It was the ACC championship between Tulane and Army.
AAC.
Oh, AAC. Thank you. Sorry. Bryson Daly's him. I really should include this guy as the player of the week. As one of my I didn't even think about it. We're not going to do any passing stuff. 2 for 2, 17 yards. Cool. 25 carries, 126 yards, 4 touchdowns.
He's him.
He's him. He is him. And Kanye, Udo, 20 carries, 158 yards, and 1 touchdown. God, this was a masterpiece to watch as a former wing tee enthusiast of mine. I really thought Tulane was going to shut him down. Boy, was I!
Yeah, even though we both picked him, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was my chance.
Boy, was I wrong. Another game, Tulane got bitched. Army. Yeah, you got correlation here.
Yeah,
we're gonna leave it at that.
Game again.
Yeah. Do you want to?
They sold down the stretch this year. Tulane just couldn't. 2 big losses at the end. It's embarrassing.
I agree. Oh my gosh, this is another awful game right here. Big 12 championship. Probably one of the most hyped championships Big 12 has had in a good minute.
I was sitting down for it. I was ready.
Iowa State, number 19, who's been really good all year, versus ranked Arizona State, number 15. Whoever wins clinches a spot in the college football playoffs. And pretty much Iowa State laid down and cried. Final score 45-19 Arizona State. Cam Skataboo is a dog. Sam Leavitt is a freshman. He's going to continue to keep on growing. Nick Saban was really high on this kid. If you're from college game day, really high on the kid. And I see why. Dude is possibly a top 15 quarterback in the country as a freshman, and that's saying a lot. He started later in the year, like I think a few games after, and he pretty much got like thrown around that Mississippi State game earlier in the year, but ultimately dude came back and he learned, and he's a freshman. He's a freshman. It splits 24 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. That's absolutely masterpiece. 20th in the country when it comes to passing yards and passing touchdowns. Sorry. So shout out him. But Iowa State. Don't think I forgot about you. Gosh. Also in contention for my terrible people. It was Rocco Beck. Guy's been a good player all year, and he comes in this game, biggest game of his life, gets cooked. But that offensive line you need to really worry about. Cooked. Arizona State cooked that offensive lineman to a shred. They did have 4 TFLs. They didn't have a sack, but they were getting pressure. And that means a lot. You don't need to get a sack, but you do need to create a lot of pressure, and they did. and that's really about it.
Embarrassing if you're Ohio State. I mean, Iowa State. I do believe that. It was first quarter. Thought we were on our way to a shootout. Thought it was going to be great. Started the second quarter. Okay, still close. Not out of hand yet. But then you start to see some mistakes, and the game gets blown open. Defense sucks. Turnovers happen. Cam Scatterboo does his thing. No one's really surprised about that. So really in the second quarter, it was already, halftime, it was already like, all right, well, Arizona State won this one. They're not going to blow that lead in the second half the way they've been playing. Leavitt did play well. The passing game for Iowa State did not play well. Could not really get going. Turned it over 3 times as a team. Rush game, really that doesn't matter when you're down that big, especially in the second half. Can't really lean on it. You're just trying to score. But, I mean, really the defense was disappointing here. The passing game was disappointing here. And we were all disappointed because we thought we were going to get a good game after that first quarter. Yeah, not close.
So speaking of disappointment, we're gonna move over to this MAC championship, some MAC action, dude. I enjoy watching some MAC football. I did not enjoy watching this game. No. Son of Blaine Gabbert, Brent Gabbert, son or brother? Correlation to Blaine Gabbert, Missouri legend, NFL not so legend. I remember him being in talks with Jake Locker and Cam Newton for the number 1 overall pick back in that draft. That's a time. That was a time to be alive. Shout out Jake Locker, Tennessee Titans legend.
Do not,
dude.
Do not shout out Jake.
Bad. But we touched over the Ohio State people. The Ohio people. Parker Navarro. And
Coleman was good. Anthony Tyus was also very good.
I mean, it was overall a great performance, but geez. Miami, Ohio, 189 total yards. That's bad. That's
gave up 467. That's not good.
Awful. It wasn't like Ohio was like getting a lot of like pressure. They got 1 sack, 4 TFLs, but they ended up creating a interception. They were just making life really hard for Brett Gabbert. And you really couldn't run the ball. 11 carries for 28 yards. You're kind of just cooked. Beyond at that point, you kind of just gotta accept it, and that's all I'd say about that game.
No, yeah, there's not a whole lot to add for that one. That one wasn't really close. The SEC championship up next.
Overrated game. This was overrated.
It was very boring in the first half, at least.
I'm so glad I went to the Pelicans game instead of watching this game. I mean,
yeah, I was at a movie, so I looked at the box score after. So
yeah, Quinn Ewers, dude, I had so high hopes on Quinn Ewers going this year. This was bad. This was a bad showing. This was a game you had in your hands. The starting quarterback, Georgia. I don't care how bad Carson Beck has been all year. He's a starting quarterback. He may get drafted. I mean, he's one of the better quarterbacks in the country. It is what it is. You have to say it. But when he goes down, whoever the Texas head coach is,
Steve Sarkisian.
Steve Sarkisian, thank you. I could not think of his name. You have to think we have him where you want him. Yeah. No, you don't actually. You got whooped in all aspects of the game. Georgia relied off Trevor Etienne. Yeah, Trevor Etienne all game, and it worked. I mean, Trevor Etienne's a dog. I said that at the beginning of the year. I will go by it now. He was hurt for a lot of this year. And I'm sorry, not hurt. He's been lingering injuries a lot this year and been mid.
He was suspended at the start too. Yeah.
Yeah. Until you play Texas, and then he goes stupid. I mean, your Texas, you're worrying when go into this college football playoffs of what the hell are we gonna do? I mean, this was a very bad show. The defense played really good. They were getting a lot of pressure on Gunnar Stockton and Carson Beck. And it's not like Texas couldn't generate yards. They had almost 400 yards per game. They just couldn't initiate the final drives. They went 6 for 18 on third down, and when they found in the red zone, they go 2 for 3. They had 3 turnovers. Canoe threw two interceptions, and he was getting sacked all game. It was a bad showing. Kelvin Banks was getting absolutely worked, son. Worked.
He was out this game.
Oh, I lied.
I think it was Cam Williams.
Oh, Cam Williams. I just couldn't think of that left tackle was. I went back and watched. I just couldn't think of it.
Oh wait, no, he was the right. I don't know who the backup was.
Who the left tackle was. It was bad.
He was bad.
Gunnar Stockton didn't even play that good. 12 for 16.
Game manager. Yeah, game manager.
71 yards and 1 interception. And Duke went for a run and got absolutely popped. Dude, that got me fired up. I'm not gonna lie. Even when Carson Beck started the first half, Dude wasn't even that good. 7 for 13, 56 yards. Something to worry about for Georgia as they have a bye week. There's something to worry about. As even though they have this easier one, I think the easiest side with Indiana.
I
want to say.
I don't remember.
Either Indiana or Notre Dame. That's who it was. Either Indiana or Notre Dame. Notre Dame, if they played Notre Dame, they are getting absolutely cooked. That's what happened. And something you can do about it is what it is. And we'll move on from there.
Yeah.
All right. I agree. And of course, we're not going to talk much about this Marshall ULL game. ULL got absolutely whooped. Marshall is their first 10-win season in a long time. Congratulate them.
Yeah.
Now they have no more head coach. So, well done. So maybe something missing.
And Braylon Braxton transferred as well, so they don't have a quarterback. But I don't care. We got their coach, so hopefully we win. His goal is win 2 games next year. That's the bar. So I believe he can do it. Even though I don't know who our quarterback's going to be.
I'll go suit up. Hey.
No, we need you at left tackle.
Oh, true. My fault.
Yeah.
You also might play right tackle for y'all too.
Every position would be nice. Pause. Yeah. Pause.
So go to another. I want to say underwhelming, but also kind of good game at the same time. I don't know what to think about this game. It's the Oregon versus Penn State game. It's Big 12. Penn State, low-key, did not play terrible. Drew Allard did kind of got whooped that more towards the end of the game. Abdul Carter went stupid. As he does during all.
He will be a
lot of pressure. Nah, he's a dog. He should go top 5, maybe top 10. But Dylan Gabriel continued to amaze me. Continued to play as great as he did. Ted Johnson finally came into his own this game, as he hasn't been how we thought we were, how we thought he was going to be coming out of just coming off last year. He's been kind of underwhelming as it is, but ultimately he had good games versus like UCLA, Mississippi State, Oregon State, but he also has a game like Boise State where he went 3 receptions for -1 yard, a negative yard, and a touchdown. But I mean, it's just so hopefully something to build off of, and I mean, it's I don't know if it's something to worry about, but Oregon looked good. Oregon looks like the most complete team in the playoff.
Well, their defense
through the defense.
We kind of know that.
Yeah, their defense is kind of fraudulent. As they did let Penn State have 518 yards, but I mean,
the run defense is really bad.
Yeah, but you're also playing the best running back duo in all of the country right then and there. So I give him some sort of slack. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the game.
No, yeah, you covered all the bases, I would say.
Now it's time for the game of the week.
Okay. Yeah. SMU Clemson. I lost my notes. There they are.
Dude, I've been waiting.
Yeah, you can go ahead and kick off, actually.
This game was cinema. Absolute cinema. Dude, this was great. This was worst case scenario for a Bama fan. At halftime, it was 24-7. SMU pretty much not a lot of hope left. And going into the fourth quarter, what was it? It was 31-14. And then here comes SMU. 17 unanswered in the fourth on y'all head. After that amazing last drive. That drive was absolutely perfection. Then that kickoff happens. Oh, this is not good. Clemson returned the kickoff back about 40-something yards. Cade hits a simple 20-yard route, 15-yard route, and a freshman. Shout out Nolan Hauser. He did miss a 44-yarder in the beginning of the game. He made up for it to close out the half. But a 56 game winner field goal on SMU's head in the face of pressure. This dude had ice in his veins and locked in. It was amazing. It was amazing to watch. Shout out K. Klubnik. This dude's getting a lot better, and he's really looking like an NFL quarterback week by week. I don't know if he's going to come back for one more year. I know he's a senior. I know he's a senior.
He's a junior.
He's a junior. Okay, he probably will come back for one more year. But 33 passing touchdowns this year, 3,300 passing yards, 5 interceptions, and he had 7 rushing touchdowns. So I really started to like him. I think he can turn into a first-round quarterback, as we all thought he was going to be. But, I mean, it's kind of how it's going to be. Now, on SMU side, there's a lot to learn from this game. I mean, Kevin Jennings can throw the ball. We've learned that now. This dude in the face down 17, 32 for 51, 310 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 10 carries, 35 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, I'm really starting to like Jennings more and more as the week goes on, as I believe he's also just a sophomore. I know he's young. I want to say he's a redshirt freshman. But, I mean, we knew he had the legs. It's the arms that need to be just better, and he really proved it this game.
Yeah, I think adequate coverage of both sides. Also, shout out Bryant Wesco, their true freshman receiver for Clemson. 8 catches, 143 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Was really the main engine in the passing game. The Clemson running game wasn't really there. I believe Phil Moff was dealing with an injury, so he was kind of going out there maybe less than 50%. Then their backup, Jay Haynes, wasn't doing anything out there. Kate Klubnik played well in this game also. Down 21-7 at half, I believe it was. It was very surprising for SMU. We hadn't seen their offense struggle like that, capitalizing drives, really in the first half. But the Clemson defense started to give up some plays. The SMU offense started to play better. So the Clemson offense was able to go down and clutch up at the end, and their kicker. But with that, we've recapped all the conference championship games. Now, move into the NFL week. I believe this is week 14. Not a whole lot of interesting games, I would say, to talk about. Obviously, for all of my notes right now, I just have wing it under all of them. So we'll see how this goes.
I need to talk about it. Can I talk about a really crappy player for a second here? Dude, I've been waiting for this day. And of course, we're gonna start off with your trashy note, telling no good, you suck, NFL Player of the Week. Sponsored by the Garbage Disposal. I don't know. This was hard to watch, dude. I want to just point a game. I want a game to be the overall score, overall thing of it. I wish this game was on Thursday night prime time, color rush jerseys, and we're all thinking of it's the Jacksonville Jaguars that Titans game, bro. I don't know if we're gonna recap it. I don't. Yeah, you.
I have one sentence.
Yeah,
that's it.
Dude, 10-6. I was cooking for Child Protective Services this game. This was bad. Me and Dad had the phone like going through between the games, and this happened just to be on for a second. And I see Mac Jones throw an interception. I said, "Dad, turn this crap off, please." Dude,
that was the worst game of the year,
bro. And then Will Levis, dude, Will Levis. I'm tired of him to throw 200 yards. That's all I needed. 200 yards. 160.
He's not going to do that.
And you're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, but we're the Titans. We're worse than them.
Jaguars. Jacksonville. They have the worst rate defense in the league.
Ours would be. If we didn't have such a bad special teams that puts the other team across the 50, our defensive yards allowed would be insane. They're horrible. They can't stop anything. We just gave up 300 yards rushing 2 weeks ago.
Dude, this was just a game I just wanted to shoot myself to watch. I turned on for one.
I'm watching the whole game every week. Watching the same things happen every week. It's the same things.
We're gonna get to that. Don't worry. We're gonna get to that game. Don't worry. You have it right in a second. We're gonna go on to Thursday Night Football here. Absolute, just fantastic game. As we're just getting banger after banger every single week. Of course, it's the Packers versus Lions game. There wasn't like the offense on the Packer side wasn't there, but every time they got in the red zone, they capitalized. They went 4 for 5 on the red zone, and it really will help them stay in the game. But Dan Campbell had some of the biggest nuts I've ever seen in my life. As Gabe is opening some Mountain Dew right now, probably the zero sugar,
Sprite cranberry.
Oh, good enough. Yeah, I'm also gonna have some water here in a little bit to celebrate not the finals. I mean, they couldn't get anything going rushing. The Lions couldn't. I mean, we had a tandem. I mean, 14 carries, 51 yards for Dave Montgomery and a touchdown. And then Jameer Gibbs had 15 carries, 43 yards and a touchdown. Tim Patrick, I don't know where that came from. 6 receptions, 43 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown, where are you? 5 receptions, 43 yards. Now, this is what I've been waiting for. Jaden Reed. Nope, none are there.
He's out of the top 10 calls. That's for sure.
Dude, where? Have you seen this man? Have you seen this man?
He was on my bench. He was on my bench for sure.
Oh my gosh, I need him to get 4 receptions for 40 yards. That's all I needed. Dude, Tim Patrick got that without even trying. That game so aggravates me. That's all I needed was just 4 receptions for 40 yards. And I would have won like $80. Man, I hate Jaden Reed. Why did I'm going to substitute him too. I hate Jaden Reed. I hate Jaden Reed bad. And so, sorry, I just got a text from my mom. I'll let you talk about this game now if you want to talk about it.
Yep, I'm gonna wing it. the main things I remember about this game really come down to the first half. I think it was a tale of two halves, really. The Packers' offense looked really bad in the first half. Only put up 7. And this Lions defense isn't. Ugh. They're not bad, but they're also very injured. Their secondary's bad, even when they're healthy, really. I saw Jamal Adams out there. I forgot that he was even. I don't even know when he got signed to the Lions. I think they said it was like 2 days before the game. So I don't know. Titans legend, of course. I believe he played like 10 downs with the Titans. So they had a bunch of nobodies out there, really. But in the first half, we were like, okay, look, Aaron Glenn, he's pretty good at this whole defensive coordinating thing. And then the second half, we saw more from what we expect from the Packers offense, save for the interceptions. No interceptions today for Jordan Love. Very rare, very rare. And then also you had an interception early in the third quarter that the Packers were able to go down, and I believe that was Josh Jacobs' second touchdown in the game. He also kind of cooked them. He had 3 touchdowns this game.
Yeah.
So they were able to go up in the third quarter and finally take a lead, and then from then it was just really a back and forth. Who wanted this more? And in the end, Jake Bakes wanted it more. He's had a lot of big kicks for them, even being on their team.
And Gabe,
that's all.
I think it's time for your one sentence for the Jags Titans game.
Ass.
I was waiting for it.
Saints Giants,
dude. Ass. Move on. Dude, I didn't watch this game. I'm gonna keep it a buck. After I cooked, I cooked that morning until about 2. I got back to my dorm. I laid in my bed. I played Fortnite.
Hey, we won.
Hey, we did win. Me and Gabe are goated at Fortnite now.
Well,
we're washed. It's God, we were terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
It's really bad. All the OG
Gabe.
memes have been great though.
Dude,
it's like the Kevin Garnett Nets jersey. It's like my first 2 games back, I placed 80th and 89th or something like that.
Gabe is awful at Fortnite, so I always carry him. There's a few times Gabe has clutched up. I remember that blue scoped AR on our second return and a Fortnite OG. Shout out that. But we're getting off topic here. We're actually gonna play Fortnite after we get done recording, so that's why I'm trying to hurry this up. So I'm ready to go kill some. I'm ready to go kill some little kids.
What?
But shout out Kendra Miller. Hey, I do do one thing from this game. Shout out Kendra Miller, man. Dennis Allen had this man in a chokehold. Did not use this man at all. This man is so talented. This dog is so talented. And shout out the Riz man, Dan Rizzy.
Is Jamal Williams still there?
He is. He's hurt though.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
that figures.
Shout out Juwan Johnson. I don't really know what shout out here. This game was awful. Derek Carr got hurt with a fractured left hand. So we're now back between Jake Hayner, Spencer Rattler. Now
you signed Ben DiNucci.
Oh man, this is gonna be awful. I'm gonna hate my life. Giants, Drew Lock, you suck. I hated watching you. Or I hate to hear about you. Sorry. Next game we have here is Panthers at Eagles. Bryce Young makes me smile, man.
Yeah.
I know it's Carolina, and I don't really like Carolina, but I like Carolina. You know, you feel me? Like Bryce Young, man, dude puts a smile on my face.
I like Xavier Legette though, and Chuba Hubbard.
I do like Xavier Legette.
Top 5 back.
Unfortunately, he did miss that catch at the end of the game, which does suck. Because that would have put him down on that 2-yard line or so, and they probably would have scored because Chuba Hubbard's him. Adam Thielen, back-to-back 100-yard games. But rest in peace, Jonathan Brooke. Another torn ACL, unfortunate. Hate to see it because he is a talented
Second round
back,
pick, man.
second round pick. I mean, I personally think he shouldn't have played this year, but they also did run out of backup running backs. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. He was clear to play. Hopefully, he comes back after next. I hope he takes next year off. Um, he really recovers as best he can. He comes back in 2026, and he really shows his full potential that we've been waiting for. As we know that he can have. Philly, a lot of drama going in with Philly right now. As AJ Brown was asked, was the biggest problem and weak spot on the Eagles team, and he said the passing game. Obviously, that's going to Jalen Hurts because he sucks at passing. He is a glorified running back. I would die on that hill. Saquon Barkley's him. I mean, we know that. And Jake Elliott is washed. Never thought I'd see that day.
There's a lot of reliable kickers washed this year. It's kind of interesting.
I agree. It's been kind of sad. You have anything to add on the game?
Eagles, really just the Eagles pass offense. It's kind of been the story with all the quotes that are coming out. AJ Brown, kind of being a diva, but we kind of saw that in Tennessee, even no one wanted to talk about it when the Eagles got him. I don't know if they can get better as a pass offense, if we're being real. Just because I don't know if Jalen Hurts can really take a step passing wise. He's always going to have good numbers and everything because he has good weapons around him. He has 8 years to throw on every single play.
Yeah.
Same with Saquon. It's no secret that he's playing this well. I mean, he's obviously talented, but it's no secret because you look at some of those holes that are created by the offensive line blocking, and it's like I could probably scamper for a nice 20-yard gain on most of them. Of course, those plays being the ones that Saquon take to the house. Obviously, I'm not that good of an athlete. I actually used to be. Some people, someone out there has my film from the playground, and it will be distributed, I'm sure, to every team in free agency. But the Eagles, it's a win. It's not a feel-good win, in my opinion. Even if the Panthers have been playing well, but I mean, you still feel pretty good about your team. Obviously, gave up some plays. The offense, has its issues, but similarly, another team, the Cardinals' offense,
I was
bad, not good.
Dude,
Seahawks boxed them for the second time this year. Kyler Murray didn't play well, 2 picks. I don't even know Marvin Harrison. Did he do anything?
I think there's conversation that need to be made.
4 catches. Okay.
And it's about Kyler Murray.
James Conner.
I hate to say about this. James Conner, good. Kyler Murray, there's conversations that need to be made, and it's not good conversations.
It's nasty.
It's a hard pill to swallow, especially for me as a man who was so high on Kyler every single year. It's definitely a hard pill to swallow. I also found out I played Trey Benson in high school. He played for St. Joe, Matt St. Joe in Mississippi. We played him my senior year at Bowling Green. Dog, we got ran. We got bent over and some. No, sorry, sorry. My fault. We were going to play them at Bowling Green at Oak Forest, and not go to. I remember watching them my junior year or either sophomore or junior year when they're playing MRA, and they beat MRA, and that's saying a lot because MRA is pretty much the golden rule, blah blah. But that's beyond heads ourselves. Kyler Murray, there's a conversation to be had. Is it Call of Duty being happening? Probably. It was double XP weekend. If he can stay over the line, Trey McBride might be the best. Maybe consensus is the best tight end in the league. Right now, I mean, he's fine for that spot, but ultimately, I think he is. And also, that would probably open up things for Marvin Harrison, the best wide receiver prospect we've had in God knows how long. And open things even for James Conner. And who's back up James Conner? Trey Benson. But now it's time for. So this is where we got a good Seattle Seahawks game. Zach Charbonnet is him. Who knew? I did. Oh, we knew. We knew. Kenny McIntosh has got carries. Georgia legend. Should not have been drafted, but shout out him. Jackson Smith and Njigba, absolute dog. I do miss Tyler Lockett getting catches all the time, but I guess I'll take JSN. And Geno Smith had a game. DK Metcalf sucks, and Noah Fant sucks. That's all I'd say.
No, yeah, I feel like we did good on that one.
Yeah,
not a whole lot to add. The Bills Rams game. It was a shootout. I don't have a lot for it, but really just both defenses. Well, Rams defense we know is bad.
Yeah.
But the Bills defense was rated pretty highly. So it's kind of surprising to see this happen, especially the Rams. They've kind of been up and down lately. I don't really know what to think of the Rams at this point. But in their division, I guess they still have a chance, I would assume. I'm not sure where they sit. But there's a lot of similar records in the NFC West. Really just a Puka legacy game. I had him and Charbonnet starting in fantasy. Wasn't able to get into the playoffs. I got snubbed because of my points of 4. I didn't have as much as the guy above me. So, got the team together. I was proud of him. I told him I was proud of him. I started this. You're in that league. I started the year 5 straight weeks of starting the Titans lineup.
Dude, I haven't looked at that league.
No, I know.
I still made playoffs.
No.
Okay. I don't really know. To be honest.
No. Let me look.
I probably could have actually paid attention. And
let me hand the ball off to you right now.
And while we're looking, I think it's time to say, Josh Allen is league MVP right now. With Lamar Jackson not playing the level he did to start the year, it's just time. I mean,
6-8.
Hey, not bad for not.
One spot below me, actually. Yeah.
I mean, Lamar Jackson has great numbers as it is. I think it's head-to-head right now. I think it's head-to-head, but just Josh Allen's just impact has been insane as it is. He's taken a wide receiver core of Khalil Shakur, Matt Collins, Amari Cooper, and Curtis Samuel to war with the Rams of Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Tutu Atwell. James Cook could not get anything going. But I mean, you're kind of mostly passing the ball. You were down a lot into the fourth quarter. Matthew Stafford went stupid. Puka Nacua went stupid. Kyron Williams, I love you, Kyron. You got me into the playoffs in one of my leagues. Cooper Kupp did really good. I mean, we know how the Rams have the best 1-2 punch when it comes to wide receiver core. That's been known since last year. They overtook the Bengals and the Eagles for that easily. And it's just the sky's the limit for the Rams. They have a chance to make the playoffs. They're only 7-6. They could go on a run to finish off the year because they play the 49ers, the Jets, and the Cardinals. And then they play Seahawks on January 4th to end off the year. That could be a way because Seahawks are first in the NFC West, being 8-5, and the Rams are only 7-6. We've seen the Seahawks can be quite inconsistent, so we don't know how we're going to get. The Bills, this is not a loss you should really down your head on. You lost by 2 points. You come back in the fourth. Next week, you got the Lions, so have fun with that. And we're just going to keep on going. Anything else to add?
No. I'm still looking at through that league. But yeah.
Yeah. And then Sunday night football.
Shout out Puka.
Yeah. Sunday night football, it's kind of just a okay game. Chiefs have dark magic. I'm convinced. I think in the bottom of the basement they have something, some satanic ritual they have going. Shout out them, I guess. Anything? I don't have nothing to say about this game, to be honest with you.
No, not really.
All right, Simpson time. Yes, I've been waiting for this. Simpson broadcast of the Bengals and Cowboys. Dude, this was
Homer threw a dot.
Dude, this was
Homer
fantastic.
threw a dot.
Dude, I could watch this every Monday Night Football while I'm at work. I'll be okay. I would be happy. Freaking, you had Ralph Sampson do something. I don't know what he did. Lisa.
That was a great catch.
Lisa.
That was a great catch.
Lisa for the game-winning touchdown.
She had wheels. She had wheels that game. She was going off.
I mean, it's just you kind of just gotta go with it. Cool.
I liked it.
I enjoyed it. I didn't watch.
I was watching Manicast, but yeah,
I didn't watch a lot of the game because I really couldn't because I was working. Because I work every Monday night. But ultimately, this was pretty fun. I did get to do a lot of it while working on a project. It was fun. It's like the Toy Story one with the Bengals and Jacksonville that London game where B. John hit that big step back on the, oh my gosh. Dude,
that was something.
This is definitely, it's going in the right direction. I enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, for the game though, Cooper, it was a good game. I mean, it was probably the second best game of the weekend.
It's crazy though. It's like on the play that you block a punt, you lose at the same time.
I know, dude. That was the most Cowboys way to lose, and I mean,
it was. I thought the Bengals sold. I thought they did
for sure. Absolutely. Joe Burrow, of course. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Conversations are about to start getting made.
He's the best. He's the best receiver this year.
I fully agree with that. That's not crazy to say. Chase Brown is a possible top 15 running back, possibly top 10. I'm really sorry to like Chase Brown more year goes, as he really stopped his fumble problem. Thank the Lord. T. Higgins sucks. Dallas. Cooper Rush.
He's a Titan.
Cooper Rush ain't bad. I'm not gonna lie. Cooper Rush has not been terrible. He's been a game manager. CeeDee Lamb, of course. Rico Dowell. No to 130 game yard rush game. Yeah, that's where I'm going with here.
GT will look better.
Yes. Brandon Cooks, I hate you. All right. Oh, I always hate you too. All right, that's it. That's all I'm saying for that game. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, we covered it.
Perfect. I don't think any of us had hot takes this week. Unfortunately, I do have one. Being a comm major is absolutely fantastic. I think I played Fortnite more this week than I ever did in the past year, and that's saying a lot because it was finals week. I just write a lot.
And you didn't come back to the game until a couple weeks ago, I guess.
That's
were you playing it this year at all?
No. I think we played last December. That's really about it.
Yeah,
that sounds right. When Fortnite OG came out, I can't remember off the top of my head.
I don't know.
And so there isn't much college football pickups anymore. There is this big. It's Army Navy week. Thank America on top. Yes, Lord. We're so back.
There's also Western Michigan, South Alabama. I don't know why they scheduled that game.
It's America week. Navy versus Army. Dude, this is the easiest pick I've ever had to do. It's gonna be Army.
Yeah.
We're not gonna count the pick.
There's no graphic. Army.
Nah. But this could be the pick'em record for right now, going into pretty much playoff time. Gabe is I'm winning 28-27, 38-27 was my record.
I didn't add the updated ones. I'll read it. I got them.
Oh, you got them.
It's you're at 38-22. I'm at 32-33, I believe.
Yeah,
that sounds
about right.
Yeah,
ish. I don't really know. But yeah, Army Navy week, America on top. Bryson Daly's Bryson Daly versus Blaine Horvath. Game of the century about to happen. I will be waking up for this game. And I'll be watching the game with. This is how I'll be watching the game all the time. I'm going to hold that position the whole entire game as the man I am. And we're going to move on to some bracket reaction. First, thank the Lord, no more Bama. Man. So Hayden McDowell is a known watcher of our podcast. He texted me. He's like, dude, I don't think SMU is going to get in. I said, how much you want to bet? He's like, a lot. Ultimately, he ended up losing the bet. I didn't win any money out of it, but whatever. Obviously, the buys, you have the four that I think were pretty known going into. We just didn't know how order was going to go. Oregon number 1, we all saw that coming. I think the big surprise is Georgia number 2, Boise State 3, Arizona State 4. I thought Boise was going to jump Georgia just because Georgia does not have their quarterback, and you could show things from last year, all that, blah blah blah, but they didn't really look good at all in the SEC championship. But also, to be fair, you're playing a really good Texas defense, so I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand, whatever. But Boise State 3, and of course Arizona State 4, which came out of nowhere to get this spot. And then when I saw this Clemson 12, I got hyped. I was sitting there. I think the CPS people, the orphans and child protective service people were all eating. Me and Mom were watching this, and we were like, Clemson 12. Wait, there's no way Alabama gets it, right? And Clemson 12 plays. It goes to Texas, number 5. That could be a game. That could be something to watch. Number 9, Tennessee going to at Ohio State. That's going to be a great game. At number 11, SMU at Penn State. That might be a beatdown. Penn State's pretty nice with their defense-wise. And then number 10, Indiana going at number 7, Notre Dame. Notre Dame should wipe Indiana clean. But this should be a pretty decent game as it is. And, of course, the first teams out. Number 11, Alabama, and number 12, Miami. I never wanted to look at Twitter so much in my life than I did that day, than I did on Sunday. When I saw Bama get left out, I sat there the whole entire time. Man, this is the best thing I've ever watched. Thank the Lord this happens. It was really this was worst case scenario for Bama, for SMU coming back. If SMU just kept on getting blown out, it would have been Bama SMU. Saw it coming. But
I think so.
SMU came back, and now Alabama's playing in the what bowl they're playing in. They're playing some bowl. They're playing. I don't know who they're playing. To be honest with you. And Miami number 12, of course. Cool. I think this was a great bracket. I think this is actually the perfect way to put it. I think Notre Dame should have been higher over Texas. I think Notre Dame should have been 5 in my eyes.
Notre Dame over Penn State, you think?
Yeah.
For 6?
Yeah, I really should. It should have been Notre Dame 5,
that.
Penn State 6, Texas 7, with Ohio State 8, Tennessee 9, and then Indiana, SMU, Clemson. I think that was perfect as it was.
Yeah, that was good.
And so yeah, we're gonna do pick'ems eventually. I think that's gonna be next week's thing. But now it's time for NFL Pick'em as to finish off the podcast. Of course, we don't go through every one because obviously it's just something it's just to cut off time. Gabe actually does not have all the notes yet because, like I said, I've been behind, so we're gonna get he's gonna do work late on this.
I'm winging it.
Yeah. So on Thursday Night Football, I'm gonna pick the Rams in this one. The Rams are on fire. Honestly, they're carrying momentum. We're not going to talk about the Cowboys-Panthers game or Chiefs-Browns because why? Why would we? Next game we're going ahead and do is Dolphins at Texans. I think Texans got. I mean, sorry, not Texans. I think the Dolphins got this. They're coming off a pretty hard-fought win versus the Jets. Good job, guys. You beat a 3-10 Jets. So proud of you. But I don't like Texans this year. They're not looking great. Their defense is not good. Offensive line is kind of trash.
No, they're really bad.
Dolphins defense isn't that great either. But to be fair, Tyreek Hill, Yeah, pretty much.
He's been kind of mid. Not gonna lie.
I mean, he's still one of the better wide receivers in the league.
I'll take the Texans actually.
Fair enough.
But it'll be close. I don't know.
That's fair. Gabe, you have anything about to say about the Bengals and Titans game?
No. Trey Hendrickson's sack record, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And then now we have Commanders at Saints. Jalen Daniels may throw for 500 yards on us. Maybe, honestly. Brian Robinson Jr., he should get 2 touchdowns this game. I need him for fantasy. I will be rooting for those touchdowns. Dang it. Now, the big thing to watch out for. Who's going to start for us? Let's go to the carousel. Jake Hayner, Spencer Rattler. Like I said, Ben DiNucci. God, it's going to be so awful to watch. I'm gonna hate myself and want to die. And the next game here, we're going to ship to the Bills-Lions. This is going to be the game of the week. We all know it's going to happen. I'm going to take the Bills on the road. I think Lions are due for a loss. I'm going to take the Bills. I think Josh Allen's kind of going to torch. The Lions defense isn't that great. Their pass rush is really hard to work for. It's something to be desired for, sorry. And Josh Allen does do great versus bad pass defenses. Pass rushes.
I'm going to say Lions for now, but
yeah,
I'm going back and forth on it. Later tonight, I'll probably have made up my mind. But I'm going to go Lions for now.
Yeah. Next here, we have Bucks at Chargers. I'm going to take the Bucks here. They're coming off a win, I want to say. Yeah, they're coming off a win over the Raiders. Hard-fought win over the Raiders. Shouldn't have happened. But to be fair, the Chargers pretty much got their heart ripped out of again versus the Chiefs. So I'm gonna take the Bucks.
I'll probably take the Chargers in this one. Although I do want to see. I don't know what the injury was that Herbert had, so I don't want to see if that's going to affect him. Yeah. I expect him to play, but I don't know.
That's fair. And the next game we have here is Steelers at Eagles. I'm gonna take the Steelers. I know they're not favored in this game. I'm gonna take the upset. Something about the Eagles just don't feel right as it is. As they're going in more of a downward slope than they were at a great point. They were passing the ball well. They were running the ball well. They look really like the most complete team in the league. Their defense is playing out of their mind. But now their defense is a little iffy there. It got kind of torched versus Bryce Young at the end. I mean, and Russell Wilson is kind of known to torch some teams. And come off bye week too. Oh, sorry, not come off bye week, but come off a really good game. So I think Steelers are going to take this one.
Yeah, I will go Steelers. I don't know. This was actually a tough one for me.
Yeah.
The Eagles' pass offense definitely does give me some worries. But I'm an 8-game win streak, so I think the Steelers are going to be the one to break it. But
yeah,
I liked how they looked against the Ravens. That was a gritty win. And then obviously last week shouldn't have been a gritty win, but was. So just to be hot right now, that does worry me a little bit. But I think TJ Watt versus the O-line, that's going to be the game. If they shut down Saquon, then we're going to have to see how Hurts does. I think they'll be able to do it, at least a little bit. So I'll take the Steelers.
Yeah, I agree. Next, for Sunday Night Football, we have Packers at Seahawks. This is going to be an offensive shootout between both sides. That's kind of how it goes between these two teams. I guess I'll take the Packers. I guess. I don't want to. I don't think I took the Packers at all. I don't think I took the Packers at all this year. I'm going to keep it a buck. Unless they're...
You could be right.
Honestly, I hate the Packers. I hate Jordan Love. Overrated.
I think I'm going to take the Seahawks, actually.
Yeah.
Night game. Seattle. I hope we see highlighter green.
Could be.
I doubt it, but
could be popping. And then we got 2 Monday Night Football games. Yes. One good.
No.
One awful. All
One
right.
not good. Neither good.
One ish.
Really?
Could be something.
Yeah. Okay.
Could be something. One, throw it in the dumpster because actually, hold up. It's a Desmond Ritter revenge game. Hold up. Wait, we might be back. Wait, never mind. Great game.
Let's take the Raiders.
Falcons at Raiders. I'm gonna do because I just talked about it. Desmond Ritter is starting. Aiden McConnell went out for the injury for the year, and of course Gardner Minshew's out for the year. Desmond Ritter gonna start the game. Revenge game? No. Give me Falcons by 40. I don't care how Kirk Cousins plays. I hope to see Penix this game. I'm keeping it a buck. And then of course Bears at Vikings for the other one. NFC North showdown. Monday Night Football. If Vikings just embarrassed the Falcons bad, and Bears just got embarrassed bad. Give me the Vikings. I'm not making the same mistake again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do So I'll list off. I guess I'll go Vikings in this one. Look for them to lean on the run game. I think Bears' run defense is bad.
Yeah.
I looking for an Aaron Jones legacy game, obviously this week, and also look for the Bears O-line to give up sacks. Brian Flores, he's going to have something to blitz. Did good overtime last time they played. Didn't expect to see that fight out of the Bears offense.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to have answers for him this time in Minnesota in prime time. The other game, I'm going to do it.
Don't do
Desmond Ritter revenge game.
Don't do it. Oh, my God.
Falcons defense sucks. Dude. Brock Bowers legacy game. Amir Abdullah is going to score 2 touchdowns. Mark that down. Wait.
Mark it down?
Yeah. Amir Abdullah is going to score 2 touchdowns. And it's going to be a revenge game. It's going to be great.
Dude,
Kirk Cousins is probably going to throw 2 more picks.
Probably.
Like he has been. I'm going to do it.
Give me Michael Penix Jr. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for we have all for you guys. Thank y'all for watching. We are slowly in and down the semester. I finally finished the finals this past week. Thank the Lord. I've been getting worked all semester. Gabe's having fun at Southern Miss. They suck at football, so I don't know what's there to enjoy over there, to be honest with you.
Hattiesburg clears Hammond. It's not even close.
Bull crap, bro. What?
What do you mean?
Hammond goes crazy. Bro, Hammy is stupid. To be fair, I also live in Franklinton, so I also hate going home, so I kind of stay at Hammond. But thank y'all for watching. Shout out our jerseys we pulled out for tonight. Shout out Gabe wins the jersey today. I thought I had to pull this entry. New Orleans Voodoo, never saw that coming. Hope if you bet parlays, have fun with it. I am not age.
Bet responsibly.
Yeah. We're not responsible. I'm 19. Gabe's not even 21 yet. Yeah. Thank y'all. We're close. Thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, share, blah blah, all that, and we'll see you next time.